Unlock the 6 gifts God gave you in August 2025 to become richer and more powerful than ever before. Sit still, Sagittarius. Don't scroll, don't half listen, don't let the noise outside interrupt this moment. Because what's about to be said isn't just pretty words. It's the truth you've been waiting for. Maybe no one's ever told you before. But this August, the universe has decided you need to remember. This isn't just another horoscope you casually glanced at. This is a line of code your soul was programmed with long ago, and now it's time to decode it. Have you ever wondered why you've always felt different? Why the things that satisfy others feel tight, dull, and empty to you? Why you're always moving, always searching, always questioning the paths laid out in front of you? It's not because you're wrong. It's not because you're inconsistent. You just don't belong to the beaten path. And this August, you'll see that more clearly than ever. Because the things you once called instability were never flaws. They were just the phase before the first of your 6 gifts began to awaken. The universe didn't make you like everyone else. You're not better than anyone, but you are different. And that difference is sacred design. You weren't mass-produced. You were hand-shaped, carefully, unconventionally, and you needed time to take form. August is that moment. Because the 6 gifts inside you, each one dormant like a seed waiting for the right season, are beginning to unlock. And when the final gift rises, you'll understand you weren't sent here to survive. You were sent here to awaken. It begins today. The first gift, unlimited vision. You don't see the world as it is, you see it as it could become. That's why you always feel too dreamy, too far-fetched, too unrealistic. You're not someone who lives quietly in the present. You're the music that plays before the song is even written, the horizon that others haven't had time to notice yet. You see what doesn't yet exist, and you believe you can step into it. No one taught you that. No one installed that invisible compass. That always points forward. It's been inside you since birth. It is your first gift. Not delusion, not empty hope. It's future wisdom. The ability to bend reality through belief. The thing others need blueprints to imagine, but you only need a heartbeat tuned to the right frequency. You're always the first to enter the uncharted land, not because you're reckless, but because you feel it before anyone else. And yes, they've called you too intense, too dreamy, too far out. But you know the truth. You're not too much. You just see more. You didn't come here to repeat what's already been done. You came to expand thought, emotion, the capacity to live and to love. And this August, that gate is opening once more. Since the beginning of the year, you may have felt tested. You felt blocked. Plans led nowhere. People who once made promises disappeared. Beliefs you once held as certain suddenly unraveled. That wasn't failure. That was the stillness before your vision gets proven by real results. This August, what you've seen all along will begin to take form, and you'll know you weren't going the wrong way. You just arrived early. The second gift, a flame that can't be put out. There's something you've always felt, even when no one acknowledged it, even when no one fueled it, even when no one understood. You couldn't stop, even when everything around you told you to wait, even when disappointment surrounded you, even when no one stood beside you. Inside you, there was still a flame. Not a flame that flares up just to be pretty, not borrowed motivation from pretty words, but a fire born of meaning. It's what lights up inside you every time you touch something you believe to be true. And in that moment, you're no longer someone who's just trying. You become the very first spark in the darkness. You're the one who shouts, "Let's go," while everyone else is still backing away. You get up when others collapse. You keep going, even when you're not sure the road is right. That is your second gift, fire, passion, no need for proof. Many call it recklessness. They call you too impulsive, too much, too unrealistic. But they don't know you're not trying to give energy. You are the energy. And the fire inside you wasn't born to please anyone. It was born to illuminate what's right. You may not always know where you're going, but you always know when something is worth burning for. And in that moment, you won't wait for anyone. You won't ask for permission. You won't twist yourself to fit their frame. You move like someone's calling your name, even if no one sees it, even if no one hears it, only you. Because your belief is real. This August, that fire won't stay inside you anymore. It will begin to spread outward. People will feel it. They'll be drawn to it. They'll ask, "Why do you believe so much?" And maybe you won't have the answer, but you'll have the results. Because August is when the energy of Jupiter, your ruling planet, returns to its rightful place, to expand, to erupt, to radiate. No one will tell you to stay quiet anymore. No one can stop you anymore. because the second gift is awakened, and now it's strong enough to lead the way. The third gift, an unrelenting hunger for truth. You don't trust easily, not because you're cynical, but because you can feel. You can feel when something isn't real. Even if the words are beautiful, the logic sound, the presentation flawless, if it's hollow on the inside, you sense it immediately. And you can't stay. You can't live inside something that only looks right. To you, truth is a survival need. You can endure hunger, you can endure loss, but you can't bear the feeling of living a lie. That is your third gift. No one can numb you with empty noise. You keep searching, you keep asking, you keep turning over every outdated belief. Many think you're unstable, but no, you're just loyal to your own truth. You're willing to dismantle entire paths if they no longer feel aligned. You don't cling to what's familiar if it no longer reflects what you believe. And yes, sometimes you're labeled inconsistent, always changing, non-committal. But if you had to choose between stability that's false or authenticity that's lonely, you always choose the latter. Because you know, living a lie is the fastest way to die inside. This August, your third gift will be awakened more powerfully than ever. Not because someone told you to do inner work, but because something deep inside will be touched, and you simply won't be able to pretend anymore. Among all the familiar, safe, acceptable choices, there will be one thing that tightens your chest, twists your gut, like a call your mind can't explain. That's the sign you can no longer live in almost okay. You need truth, clarity, depth. You need meaning. And once you find it, you'll stop feeling lost. Because this gift doesn't just help you uncover your own truth, it helps others see theirs. You don't explain, you live. You don't convince, you are the proof. And that's exactly when the fourth gift begins to reveal itself. The fourth gift, freedom as a spiritual state. You don't need someone's permission to walk away. You don't need anyone's agreement to change direction. You don't need a logical reason to choose again. Because inside you, there's always a radar, a whisper, a subtle sting every time something no longer helps you grow. Others may call it running away, you call it loyalty to the person you're becoming. This isn't surface level freedom, the kind people flaunt on social media. This is inner freedom. The ability to look at something that seems good enough and still say, no, it's not for me anymore. And then you walk away. No chaos, no drama, just gently pulling your soul out of a place that no longer matches your frequency. That is your fourth gift. A gift many envy, but many also fear. Because you don't accept fake attachments. You don't hold on just because it's familiar. You don't stay just because it's been a long time. You don't cling out of fear. You know this. When a soul stays where it can no longer expand, it doesn't die, but it loses its voice. And you, Sagittarius, cannot live without hearing the voice inside you. You were born to move, not just with your feet, but with the freedom of your mind. You stay when the place helps you grow. You move on when the soil no longer allows your soul to take root. This August, that gift will be tested. You'll stand between something that once made you feel safe, but now only makes you feel small, and a path no one else has taken. But every time you think of it, your heart skips a beat. You'll know what you need, not with logic, but with the feeling of being able to breathe again. The feeling of, finally, I don't have to pretend anymore. August is the month of openings, and freedom doesn't come from walking away. It comes from deciding what no longer deserves your energy. You don't need to leave the city. You don't need to change your entire path. You just need to pull your energy back from the places where you've had to shrink yourself to fit someone else's standard. Because you weren't born to live in a cage. You are a pathfinder, someone who walks away, not to reject the world, but to find yourself within it. The fifth gift, loyalty to your inner fire. You can go far. You can fly across lands no one else has dared to enter. You can change jobs, relationships, dreams again and again, and no one really understands what it is you're chasing. But do you know what keeps you alive? Not accomplishments, not recognition, not who's supporting you or who's left your side, but fire. Not the kind that flares up on the surface, but the inner fire, that slow burning light. Only you can hear crackling inside. You may get lost, you may get hurt, you may collapse halfway, but you always come back. Back to where? Back to the fire inside you. The fifth gift isn't just the freedom to keep moving. It's the ability to pause at the right time so you don't lose yourself. No one taught you this. Society doesn't praise it, but inside you, it remains like a sacred instinct. If this extinguishes the fire in me, I won't choose it. And yes, it has cost you many things. You've walked away from relationships others called ideal. You've turned down opportunities others dreamed of. You've pulled back when you felt someone only loved the version of you that wasn't real. Because you understand, if you have to trade the light inside for peace on the outside, you'd rather be misunderstood. This August, that gift will be tested once more. You'll stand between two choices: keep what seems good, but dims you a little more each day, or courageously choose what's uncertain, but lights you up every time you think about it. Jupiter, the guardian of your expansion, is whispering to you. Every decision you make this month, no matter how small, is shaping the compass within you. And you know what that means, don't you? It means you can't keep choosing out of fear. You can't keep staying just to keep the peace. You can't keep pretending you're okay, when deep down, you know you're slowly going dim. Being loyal to your fire is not selfish. It is the highest form of honesty. It's how you protect your soul. Because in the end, if the light inside you goes out, who will reignite it? The sixth gift, the expansion of consciousness. You didn't come here to repeat. You didn't come to copy. You didn't come to relive old ideas. You came to expand, not to be louder, not to outdo anyone, but to rise above the limits others have long accepted as life. The final gift, the quietest yet most profound, isn't easy to name, because it has no defined shape. It's not taught in schools. It has no metrics to be measured. It only gets activated when you live in alignment with the 5 gifts before it. When you dare to see what no one else sees, dare to keep the fire burning. When no one else believes, dare to seek truth, and even if it means leaving safety behind, dare to speak even when your voice trembles. Dare to walk away even when you don't know where you'll end up. And dare to protect your flame while the world outside invites you to betray it. That's when the 6th gift awakens, not as an action, but as a vibrational state. You start to sense what others cannot. You begin to see the bigger picture, not with your eyes, but with your awareness. You're no longer just traveling the world. You're journeying through your own mind. You become a pathfinder, not because you know everything, but because you're willing to live inside the question. Willing to admit, I don't know yet, I'm learning, I'm opening. And Sagittarius, that is what makes you a torchbearer in an age of disorientation. You don't just inspire with words, you spread awareness by how you live. By your willingness to hurt, to transform, to unravel, and be reborn. This August, what you once called aimless searching will begin to take shape. You'll understand every journey had its reason. Every path you turned away from taught you something. Every wobble, every lonely night, every relationship you stepped away from was a classroom for your awakening. And now you're finally ready to live in your 6th gift. You no longer need others to understand. You no longer need anyone to agree. You expand, because expansion's who you are. You impose nothing on anyone. You simply live with as much light as possible, so that if someone gets lost, they might see the path through you. You are not a preacher. You are not a guru. You are Sagittarius, the one who lives so that others may remember they too have a soul. Now you know, not everyone is given these 6 gifts. Not everyone lives with the hunger to expand. Not everyone can feel the sacred fire inside when the whole world only talks about safety and logic. But you can, and this August, there's no more waiting, no more getting ready, no more one day. Everything you've ever felt, everything you've doubted, everything you've held inside like a sacred secret is now being confirmed. You're not too much, you are more. Not to make others uncomfortable, but to carve a path for them. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, faith, and philosophy, didn't bring you this far so you could merely survive. It brought you here so you could fully live. No one taught you how to use these gifts. But you don't need anyone to teach you, because everything you need is already within you. There's only one question left, and only you can answer it. Will you use your gifts? Or will you keep waiting for someone to give you permission to be free? You don't need permission anymore. You don't need to explain anymore. You don't need to shrink yourself to fit anyone anymore. This August is yours, the moment when every vision, every flame, every longing for truth, every word you've spoken, every brave turn you've taken, every time you return to yourself, all converge into one undeniable thing. You, in your unshakable form, not a Sagittarius trying to fix themselves, but a Sagittarius remembering who they are. And if there's ever a moment you forget, come back here, reread slowly, reread with your soul, to remember. You don't need anyone to validate that you're special. You just need to keep walking, as if the universe is walking with you, because it is. It always has been. waiting for you to live exactly as you were made to. You are Sagittarius. You are a fire with a mission. You are the call toward what has never been touched before. You don't need a map because you are the compass. And if even one sentence in this video made you feel like you were just called by name, drop a comment below. Tell me, which gift is awakening within you right now? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because every time you return, I'll be here to remind you, you are not alone on this journey, and it's never too late to live as you were truly born to live.